What is up, everyone? Hello, excuse me, and happy Tuesday as we continue CES week. But we've kind of made our announcements here at ROG. We have done our launch event last night. We had an after show, and this morning we actually unveiled a bunch of the motherboard models that are coming out for the refresh. And yeah, I'm just here to kind of hang out, play some video games as I often do, but just kind of I decided that I would pick a game that I don't really have to play or pay too much attention to. Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Just one of my, I play this game while I do other things, right? I play it while I'm in meetings sometimes because there's very little thought involved in this video game, which is excellent. Because yeah, that's the good life right there. So today we're going to hang out. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the CES products. I'll answer what questions I can, but to be honest with you, there's going to be a lot of I don't know, and wait till next week because we are doing a full-on Q&A stream during the stream next week. So that being said, let me go ahead and actually post that and pin that in our chats here on Twitch and YouTube, because that will just make it a lot easier. Just gonna pin that right there. We'll play Arana. And then I gotta pull up Twitch to post on Twitch chat. Bam.
There's more to you than meets the eye, Arana. Just wait. They'll see.
What do you know of destiny, tuxedo magic?
Magical things come in small packages.
Cool. All right, that's done. ROG is the best in PC gaming. Yeah, it totally is. Star Killer, what was your question? I see you said you have to guess a wait, but I mean, certain questions I can probably answer now, but a lot of questions that just isn't going to be true. Oh, look at that! I got 3 attacks already. 2 attacks. Okay.
You were great in that battle. Everyone starts somewhere.
Is there a ProArt laptop 16-inch for 2026? I actually know almost nothing about the ProArt lineup. If it wasn't involved in our ROG stream, I have no insight on it. So but chances are, if we didn't announce it, like I didn't even watch the Asus announcement, I was fully plugged in to ROG stuff and ROG stuff only. And in our ROG content coverage, there was we had like a ProArt motherboard and we had a few tough products. But for the most part, it's just ROG stuff that I know. So Cathara headphone availability, again, that's the kind of question where I have no insight. That's way beyond my purview. So unfortunately, I just have to say I have no idea. Hopefully soon, but I genuinely just don't know. Zephyrus were ROG series for gamer/designers. I think the cool thing with ROG products is you can kind of choose your poison. So like for example, Zephyrus, Strix, and Scar, they really kind of cover a similar space. I think a lot of designers will lean towards Zephyrus just because aesthetic wise, it is a little bit more elegant, a little bit more understated, a little bit lighter weight, especially if you're somebody that's working. Maybe you bring it to class, or maybe you bring it to work, or maybe you bring it and you live in a metropolitan city and you bring it on the train. You might want a lighter, thinner machine, and Zephyrus does give you that. Something like a strict scar, however, is going to give you more power. So if you're doing rendering and encoding and that kind of stuff, the scar has basically, it has more power pumped into it. So even if they're both using a 5090, generally speaking, the scar is going to have better cooling. Therefore, it can put more energy onto that 5090. Therefore, it can achieve better performance. So the Zephyrus is going to be fine for most designers, but if you're doing like rendering and stuff like that, like high-end rendering, it's going to do it. It just will take a little bit longer than a scar might. Both very viable either way. Scoop that. Scoop that. Scoop that. We're trying to attack 7 more times. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what global availability of the Cathara looks like, but I was told we're probably getting a sample soon. We may be covering the Cathara here on this channel in 2 weeks time, which would be really impressive because, like, you know, we don't usually get samples that quickly. But the word is that is the goal, is to get coverage on the device sooner than later. So generally speaking, that means on shelf is similar to that timing. Usually we try to get shows out around the time of that. But again, I don't have any final information on that. I haven't received that. It may be out there publicly. I don't know. We've just announced so many products, and having the on shelf and price and all that, that is info I just don't have. Let's see. Cool. You're having trouble getting past the pin setup screen. When you input my desired pin, I cannot scroll down to apply the change. Huh. I've never heard of somebody having that situation. I would post in our Discord server. We have a lot of guys that are really passionate about the Ally that may know more about that exact situation, may have better guidance for you. Our Discord server is a lot of community support, a lot of people that just love and breathe these products and are good at helping out. I don't have an answer for you myself because I've never experienced that. But yeah, I would check our Discord server out. You can just type !Discord in chat or go to rog.gg/join Discord. Q&A stream is on the 15th. Right now, a lot of our team is on the CES show floor. A lot of the people that have the information that we need. So we've started gathering questions both from the live stream, but also in the Q&A chat. And the Q&A chat is the best way to make sure that we're actually going to see you and be able to answer your question, which is why we have that pinned here in chat. So we're compiling these questions, and Whitson, who's also on the stream frequently, is there at CES, and he's like getting answers live on the show floor there. And so we're going to go through a lot of the questions that we received through on the stream, but we'll also take some live questions and answer the ones that we can. But we will not be able to answer every single question, just because a lot of the questions are, how much does this cost and when is this coming out? And we usually don't have those answers. All right, let's figure out at the end of your turn, get a random minion of your tier. That's pretty good. Especially if I'm trying to ramp early, which is what I'm going to do. One extra card of my next time warp, and then I can trigger a friendly battle cry. So we're actually just gonna macro.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what this channel is all about. Just talking about hardware and just showing off the hardware. I'm really excited for this year because with devices like the new Zephyrus Duo, which is, I mean, really two full displays on a laptop, which is insane. Doing streams with that, doing streams with the R1 glasses, doing combination streams with devices like that, the Ally and the R1 glasses. R1 glasses used portable as like with the Ally on the couch, showing off like travel scenarios, and R1 glasses used as a polar opposite as like a sim pit with you know, professional flight sticks and playing like a space simulation like Star Citizen or something. That stuff sounds really fun. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm planning out right now. Like, what kind of cool streams can we do with these new products this year? And we got a lot of cool stuff coming. So if Asus creates a game, I mean, we're not a game studio. It's an interesting concept, but like, it's kind of weird idea for us to make our own game. A lot of resources required to make video games. It's not like an easy thing to do.
Fish are friends, not food. Let's make this spicy. This is no place for mortals.
Okay. No deck tracker program. Nope. I don't believe in add-ons like that. I think they make people lazy and just play meta. I like to play organically. Later, Lucario. Speed boost.
My work here is done. Good luck. You could do it. Why, of course I could take that little. Here's a gold for it. This is no place for mortals. Why, of course I could take that one in. Here's a gold for it.
All right, we're in a good spot. I think so, at least. I think I gotta dump my Time Warp Botani. Next turn. Get one tier 5 minion out of him. Be cool if we doubled this guy. Got me the gold and the triple, rather. I'm trying to read your name. It's Yo Mom Snail Man? LOL?
Good luck.
That is a username. I love it. But enjoy picking up the kiddo. Hopefully they had an excellent day of school. My daughter is napping. I hope. Otherwise. Oh yeah. Jesus. Is the Ally X a touchscreen? Every single Xbox Ally or original Ally has a touchscreen. All of them. Every single one. Ooh, that's big. All right. Get rid of this. Pick up this. We're going to dump you and you and sell that and sell that and buy that and buy that. All right. Let us get some big elementals here. Let's see.
That is a noble minion on your side.
Yeah, we'll leave it how it is. Prescription lens inserts. That's a good question. We will make sure that we can answer that next week during our Q&A stream. I do not have the answer right now. I'll actually add it to the document right now because that's a really good question. And as someone who's used VR with the need for prescription, I feel your pain. Make sure that we don't already have this question asked and on my list, because I do have a list of sort of tracking. Thanks for the question, buddy.
Good luck out there. I believe in you.
Victory is my destiny.
Yeah, Xbox Ally X is like, I don't know, such an excellent machine for pretty much everyone. Like, I don't know anybody that wouldn't benefit from it. Like, you look at the pricing of some of our competitors and people were like, oh, the Ally is so expensive. It's like, well, no, we're deliberately going out of our way to try to make sure this device doesn't get to be too expensive. And you know, people have asked for OLED and these things, and trust me, I would love for it to have it, but it's just a matter of finding that right middle ground, that right price point that really makes sense to be a well-spec device, but also attainable. I have to keep one Death Rattle to make sure he's still getting value. I would like to get new versions of these that have higher power. We'll dump, and then we will buy him, and that should be fine. We're getting ready to abandon him, I think. He did 30 damage to the guy that's dead, but took 15 damage from the top dog. I have 19 HP, so I'm not at risk of dying. Yeah, I think I'm probably stronger than him anyway, so we should be okay. Do you recommend a graphic design student for ROG Scar or G16? G16 is going to be a little bit lighter weight, so if you're bringing it to class, it probably is better for that. Scar 16 is going to yield a little bit more power, but if you're doing graphic design, that means Illustrator and Photoshop. Probably fine with just the G16. That's actually about what I had the equivalent of when I went to design school. So I think the G16 would probably be a safe bet. Yeah, 3070, it's not bad, but a little bit dated at this point. The only flow that we announced was the KGP.
Match for my magic.
This guy right here, it's just a special Kojima Productions design variant. We'll unbox that on stream eventually. But even though I've unboxed it, because I couldn't wait. My gamer tag is Solid Jake. Like, clearly I love Kojima. So I don't even know if I was supposed to show that off, but we announced it, so it's fine. I've had it here for a little while. It's so cool.
Victory is my
Okay, that's cool. That's good. Level up here.
Investor.
Pump him down. And then re-trigger. And then nice. So we're gonna dump him. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna ditch him. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna win this whole match at this point, but we'll see. Yeah, so I don't have a confirmation as to whether or not I will be getting the ROG R1 glasses. I have put my request in to receive a pair, and I'll get an update and we'll see. Hopefully that is probably like the three products I'm most interested in showing off on stream are the ROG Cathara headset, the ROG R1 gaming glasses, and the ROG Duo. Those are my number three things that I want to show off that we announced here at CES. Also, that both the G1000, the pre-built desktop, like, I don't think we'll show that off on stream. But like, that is one of the coolest things to see in person. We got to see that in Taiwan back in October, and that thing is so freaking cool. And I can't remember the name of the new case that we just announced, but I'm actually kind of sad that I just built this PC in a Hyperion BTF, because the new case is so sick that I'm just like, oh my God, what have I done? I made a terrible mistake building in the Hyperion BTF, but the new case is like so sick. Didn't even know that new case was coming out, to be honest with you. I did not know about it till the stream. I knew about most of the new products coming, but I didn't even know about that one. Can you tell something about ROGcardcollection.com? I know nothing about that. Sorry, man. I don't even have anywhere to start on that front.
It may not be the most powerful minion on the field, but it's brave.
Okay. I do not have any info on release dates and prices. The corporate structure of Asus is very complicated, but generally speaking, every department is responsible for requesting how many samples and units that they need for their activations. And this could be samples that go out to media. That's one department, right? There's tech influencers. That's like a different department. And technically I work in content marketing. That's my department. So we have to put in our requests for what we want to show off on stream. Sometimes the individual marketing departments will do the request for us. Sometimes they're like, no, we want you to show this off. Worst, like the Rikiri, they were like, take it, shove it, do it, go. And, you know, awesome. We love that, right? But it's different, right? Depending on, it's a big company, right? There's a lot of moving parts. We are going to do giveaways. Shame on me for not putting the timer on screen. Sorry about that. Let me get the timer going. We are indeed going to have a giveaway. I guess I probably disabled the giveaway command in chat as well. So let me go ahead and that is fixed now as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this match.
Victory is my destiny.
Sweet.
Is there anything more beautiful than this minion's loyalty? Is there anything more beautiful than this minion's loyalty? That one's a work of art. Keep it coming.
This is gonna get kind of crazy.
To join our team. Why, of course I can take that one in. Here's a gold phone.
Okay. Something better than Hyperion? Yeah, our new case looks insane, dude. It has like this huge built-in screen on the bottom that can be customized. New ROG case. The name was like Search of the Sea. What was it called? Not even on our case page on our website. Chronix. Chronix. I'll show it on stream in 1 sec.
Blades, activate!
Look at that bad boy.
Destiny.
Look at that bad boy. It's so sick. All right, we'll show that more in a sec. Let me do my shopping and video game.
More beautiful than this minion's loyalty.
That was a mistake to do it on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the new AIOs that connect straight to the motherboard like that too, or straight to the, yeah, basically, so you have a connect cableless design. I have a BTF PC where I have our next most recent AIO to this, which is the Ryu 4 ARGB AIO. And I don't have an easy way to point a camera at it right now. And there's one little cable that comes off it and is visible in the build. Otherwise, the build is completely cable free, which is so cool. And the new design is going to remedy that. So that's really cool. Anyone use the True Wireless Speed Nova Gaming earbuds? Looking for opinions on them. I've used the older variation, just the Cetra. I don't think they're not called True. I think they're called just Cetra earbuds. And I was really impressed by the audio quality on them, and the low latency mode really does work well. True Wireless are even better, but I don't know, comparing them to like Jabras, which is the only other pair of wireless earbuds that are like or of a high quality that I've used, I think they're just as good as the Jabras I have. So I actively turned my Jabras into my workout earbuds only. I use them when I work out. And then I use my ROG earbuds for pretty much everything else, travel, mobile gaming, if I'm doing that, etc. All right.
They'll give your team that extra bit of magic. Go hire one of those minions to join our team.
Okay. I think this is GG for this guy. I think he's dead. We'll see, but I feel strong. Oh, wow. I'm the worst streamer ever made. It's been a while. Sorry. I just had a really good round of ramping the hell out of my board. It was a pretty PC though. Yeah. I mean, let's be real though. That is the goal of this channel, is to show off the hardware more than the gameplay. So life goes on. Life goes on.
No, you can win this thing.
Nice. Ooh. Killing his River Dare with no Baron. What is he gonna do? He's gonna die. He's gonna die. You got no chance, buddy. You got no chance. GG. We got to see the combat. We got to see the win, right? Yeah, so this new case, the Chronix. It's funny. I had said to Whitson, I was like, man, I almost just want the G1000 so I don't have to build my next PC. But now that we have the Chronix, like, whew, spicy. What about Strix laptops? You know, what we had to announce is what we've announced. We often announce multiple waves of products throughout the year, so we could see more announcements later in the year. I don't know, but for now, this is all you should expect, right? We've done our big event, we've done our big announcements. What we've announced was what we've announced. Obviously, we can't always refresh every single device every year. Like the Duo is a product that we have been yelled at
I believe
by
in
the
your
Duo
power.
fans for
Now
like
go get 'em.
2 years, I want to say. And don't get me wrong, that yelling, I love it. I feed on it. That's passion. That's people eager to get their hands on a product they care about. And it was a couple years without the Duo. And now it's back. So, you know, not every year is going to see a new iteration of every model at CES, but I don't know what the future has, but there's always new things. The fans are really cool. Yeah, I hope we sell them individually. That's something that we haven't done in the past, and I wasn't sure if we confirmed that or not. Keep it cool with the Chronox ARGB. The case has up to 1420mm fans. Just airflow, gaming patented and rotatable. I feel like we're probably going to sell those, but I don't know 100%. I hope we are. Fans are super cool.
You were great in that battle.
Bum, 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 bum.
Nothing like a good cap out. Don't give up. With the power of love, there's no way you can lose.
Gotcha.
You looked, I mean, you did amazing out there.
That's lucky. Are the ROG phones compatible on any US network? Yes.
You're unstoppable.
But I don't have that full information. Unlucky. I want to say like T-Mobile and AT&T, or like I've used it with Google Fi.
You were great in that battle.
Oh, I should use that. Oh well. That actually would have been spicy. I don't know the last time I streamed a card game on this channel. It's been a while. Probably Marvel Snap.
See what happens when you dress for success? I knew you could do it.
You have an ROG Strix 16? I mean, I certainly don't clean the fans on my laptops every month. I don't know what we officially recommend. That sounds like a lot. but there's always going to be somewhat of a variable depending on your conditions and where you live. Some places have more dust and buildup than others. Some people are going to be bringing their device into locations that may be dustier, and so on. Our fans do have precautions made to help keep dust out, but certainly don't think our recommendation is every month. That sounds wrong.
See what happens when you dress for success? Perfect! You can recruit more powerful allies now.
Great.
That's pretty spicy, actually. If death rattle, all on the Fish of N'Zoth, that's gonna ramp the HP in my tavern pretty actively, and then this just gives me ramp for economy because I'm just gonna roll straight into Tavern Tier 5 next turn. These guys are getting nice and strong just from the demons I'm playing, and again, I'm going to be playing more demons because of that. So that's actually my actual power creep while I macro. Nice. What should I be using to stream instead of OBS? Can't get it to connect to Twitch on the Xbox Ally. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to use OBS on the ROG Xbox Ally. If you're having trouble getting it to connect to Twitch, I'm assuming that one of your settings is wrong, because I've streamed to Twitch directly from the ROG Xbox Ally. Generally speaking, OBS is the lightest weight streaming software you can use. The alternatives are Streamlabs OBS, which is a skin of OBS, but it has more stuff on it, so therefore it has to be updated. Then go to the OBS website and update OBS, and you should be fine. But XSplit is another option. XSplit is, again, a little bit heavier, but I know they were like rebuilding it from the ground up. I just haven't used it in years. Beautiful.
I knew you could do it.
Great.
All right, what am I looking at? I'm looking at really ramping the tavern's health pool by, 4, 6, 8, depending, each turn, which is kind of insane considering that we aren't even maxed out on gold to 10 gold. pieces. I hit Tavern Tier 5. He's 3. He's 3. I'm 5. He's 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. So my board is holding strong enough. Like someone's going to swing ahead of me really fast if I don't start consuming minions in the tavern. But I've got 12 armor left. I think the max damage I could take is 10 still.
Keep it up. Your minions are dependent on you.
Maybe not. I guess that barrier is gone. Oh no, get damage cap 10. I was looking for it. It's at the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's good. Perfection. Oh my gosh. That's huge. So I just said that I wanted to start consuming minions in the tavern. Every time I play a demon, he consumes, so we can start pivoting that way momentarily. We are going to do some shopping. He's playing Quillbore, which makes sense. So we're not going to mess with that. Awesome. I think I'm going to abandon the Fish and Azoth now. It's done me some good, but it's no longer going to harmonize that well. We'll play him. And we start consuming minions in the tavern. All garbage, unfortunately. Get rid of the Fish and Azoth. Get rid of that. This. And then, ooh, that's a tough call. Do I raw consume everyone, or do I transition to ramping for power and health? I'm going to transition to ramping because I'm greedy. Now we could consider getting rid of him, but I'm going to keep him for a bit. I'd love to get a triple on that guy. That's a free gold. Okay, no, we have to buy that.
That is a noble minion on your side.
And okay, cool. Great.
See what happens when you dress for success?
I would completely uninstall OBS and reinstall it and go from there. That's my suggestion. Huh, I've never picked up this card, but seems pretty good.
You deserve better. Here, have a go. You're my angel investor. That one's a work of art.
Is there any way to load your Steam account onto the Ally? You mean like log into Steam? Yeah. I'm not sure what your question is. And you just download Steam and you log into it, and then you're in your Steam account. Do you want it to be like your native, like you want to boot into Steam? Is that what you're asking? so much time to think about decisions that I can't make because I already did all my decision making. It's pretty straightforward when you're playing demons like this. You want to ramp the tavern and then you want to consume them. He consumes every time I play a demon. He consumes one at the end of each turn. Probably going to get rid of him just because there's some builds where this guy benefits more than others, and I'm not really playing that. I'm playing more of a general, everybody gets stronger. That's the plan. So I want to get the bat. I've played thousands of hours of Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I'll look at my total stats after this game. Remind me to look at my total stats because it's gross. I don't know the names of like any of the cards because I know what they look like and I just grab them. I'm usually doing something else while I play. Taking care of the baby, whatever, like looking for a way to have my Steam account on a handheld device, take to work, play a little bit on my lunch break. I mean, yeah, definitely. You just download Steam because an Ally is a PC, right? It is everything a PC can do. So you just download Steam. Steam, I think, is pre-installed actually. You log into your Steam account and you access your entire Steam library the same you would do that on any PC. So yeah, you can absolutely do that completely. You can even make it so Steam Big Picture is native, so it launches straight into Steam Big Picture, and you can make Steam Big Picture just launch on boot of your device, so then you're straight into your Steam account. If that's what you want to do, you can do that for sure.
I knew you could do it.
He's playing pirates.
That was a work of art. There's some good new recruits here. Don't let them get away. There's some good new recruits here. Don't let them get away.
Yeah, BGs is fun. I don't love this patch. It feels like the time warp anomalies are like really imbalanced, but it's fun. I played a lot of Dota Underlords, and then I played this. Never really got into teamfight tactics. But it's partially just because like I don't have any attachment to the Riot IPs. I've been like fighting off this itch to play Burning Crusade Classic recently. I think it starts in like a few days.
Keep it up. Your minions are dependent on you.
Oh, that hurts. Just kidding. My boy's juiced. He's just got a lot of big boys. Okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be worse.
Here's some new recruits. They'll give your team that extra bit of magic. It may not be the most powerful minion on the field, but it's brave. You've nurtured that minion, and now it will only love you more. Fur minions the charmed ones. You deserve better. Here, have a gold.
This guy's playing Murlocs. I'm scared. Murlocs eat demons. Oh yeah, your wife's gonna play Burning Crusade. Yeah, I played. I actually was making content for Season of Discovery. That was like the year my wife was pregnant. So I went hard on Season of Discovery. played gross amounts of Season of Discovery, like min-maxed, getting max level on multiple characters so I could have like almost every profession unlocked, so I could farm every resource on my own and be this like gold making machine to then parse and get hundreds on some boss fights, mostly 99s on boss fights. I went full sweat lord for Season of Discovery, and then I didn't finish it because my daughter was born, and that was game over. I told myself that I was gonna go hard, and then I was gonna just take a nice long break from classic when the baby's born. Now she's a year and a half, so like she's gotten to be much more predictable and easier and stuff at nights. It's like, okay, well, I could probably play if I wanted to, but I'm afraid it's gonna be bad for my life. WoW's generally been a source of happiness and escape, but not necessarily a good thing for my life overall.
Keep it up. Your minions are dependent on you.
Okay, poison. That sucks. That sucks. That's fine. Yeah, game over. He's gonna... If I need someone else to knock him out, because I'm not gonna beat him. Not with his build.
Oh no. Well, don't let it get you down. There's some good new recruits here. Don't let them get away.
Love to create percussion.
That one has a pure heart. I can tell.
Cool. I have not tried the newer Shadowverse. Not that we announced. We did not announce any Strix Scars at CES this year. That doesn't mean there won't be anything this year, but again, I don't know. Like, it's entirely possible. We've announced new products at events like Computex every year. I don't know what that lineup looks like. Things are always being developed and always being worked on. Just a matter of a lot of the times it comes down to timing for new chips and so on, and those technologies as they evolve. But maybe there won't be a new model this year. I really don't know.
Keep it up. Your minions are dependent on you.
Well, glad to hear you have a healthy budget for it, because with AI sucking up all the RAM in the world, things are rough right now. Really? Just like that. Just like that. Your boy's dead. Okay. All right. Whatever. You know what? Calculated. I died on purpose. It's because it's time for a giveaway. We're giving away a $20 wallet voucher to gamesplanet.com. !demons in chat in honor of my demon run that just failed me miserably. Was that a loss? Was that 5th place? Oh my God, that's tragic. You ready for something gross? The rules are on the screen. I'm going to hide them for a quick moment here. These are my stats. Got top 4, 4,203 times. First place, 1,000 times. I've destroyed 500,000 minions. Created triple 18,000 time tavern upgrades. Knocked out over 7,000 players. Most damage from a single minion was 193,000 damage. Biggest minion 31,320. But I have played 2,831 hours of Hearthstone Battlegrounds. That's not Hearthstone. That's just Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Let's go, Flashy Flash. Two of a kind. Two of a kind. Rules back on screen as we draw our winner. YouTube user Jack24K-1. Jack24K-1. Congratulations. You have won a $20 wallet voucher to gamesplanet.com, which is one of our partners. To claim your $20 voucher, you need to provide your Discord ID here in YouTube chat. And you must also make sure you're in the ROG Discord server, which you can get the link in chat by going to !Discord in chat. You got to give us your Discord ID and join that server here in YouTube chat. That is Jack24K-1. Cool. Grats. We send prizes out on Wednesdays, the week following. So look for a whisper from us in about a week. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about ROG RAM, wins ROG RAM, wins ROG RAM. And I don't have the answer as to whether or not we are adding RAM to the arsenal, but traditionally we make end user products, which means we're not making like semiconductors like RAM. So I find it unlikely that we would dip our toes into RAM. Plus, like, how could we instantly overnight be making RAM too, right? You need supply lines, you need all kinds of things. So that's my 2 cents. I find it unlikely that we would do it. Obviously I would love it if we made RAM. I only play Battlegrounds now. I haven't played Arena in many years. I used to play Arena, I used to play traditional, but I probably haven't fired up a regular game of Hearthstone in like 7 years. It's been a very long time. Ever since Hearthstone Battlegrounds came out, I've only played Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I really like it. I think it's a really fun game mode. And generally speaking, when I'm playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds, I'm doing something else at the same time, which is why I like it. I don't have to think very hard. I can make my decisions pretty quickly. I can have fun. It helps pass. It's a time passer, really. But yeah. If Asus was to make RAM, it would be for DDR6. That's actually probably an accurate statement. Not saying that we are doing that, because I have no idea, but that is, yeah, for us to flip the switch and immediately be releasing RAM, it's like impossible. But I don't even know. I mean, I have no idea. I'm really genuinely have no idea, but I would be surprised if we made RAM.
So, do you come here often? I found the best minions to fight by your side.
Oh no, I get it, man. With the whole RAM debacle, I'm sure we would love to source our own RAM because it's going to make everything that we make cost more money, right? We have to buy RAM from other manufacturers for everything. Our graphics cards, our laptops, the Ally. And with that price going up and up and up and up and up and up, that's going to affect everything. That money has to come from somewhere. and we can't sell things at a loss. So it's just the natural order of things. AI ruining everything.
It's dangerous out there.
They
but
took
I
our
know
gerbs.
You can handle it.
Tier 2 ballers. So 3,000 hours in this game. I don't know the names of any of the characters, the cards or anything. So I know a few, like few of the big ones, but for the most part, I don't even know who. Like tier 2, but what's baller?
My work here is done. Good luck.
Yeah, Hagalot, we've had that question, and I hope to get the answer. How those glasses are going to be for glasses users? I don't know, and I hope to have that answer for you
It's dangerous out there.
soon.
but I
TM.
know you can handle it. Perfect. You can recruit more powerful allies now.
Just download more RAM. Oh, okay, the ballers, these guys. Got it. Yeah, they're fun. We will definitely be answering those kind of questions on the stream next Thursday. Because yeah, I still have a pair of damaged Vive headset. I scraped. Now they do adjust,
Done. Good luck.
but the Vive headset damaged my glasses and its own lens, because I had it a little bit too close, and that sucked. I was playing Beat Saber and just ruining my glasses. Tragic. But all right, let's go ahead.
Your team that extra bit of magic.
That doesn't really work. We'll buy him. Yeah, we'll grab another baller. Grab him. Got kind of greedy with some of these early ramping, but I have a lot of gold now, so that's cool. But I've since had LASIK, and you know, recently I've actually been having trouble with one of my eyes, which is pretty frustrating. One of my eyes is perfect vision, the other eye, it's just been having trouble in winter. When your eyes are healing, your eyes may not produce tears as well, and it's been 6 months and I'm still having issues, but namely because it's so dry and cold where I live. So but anyways,
Good luck out there.
one of the reasons I wanted LASIK was for VR and more comfortable experiences without the extra hardware of needing glasses on my face, right? So I get it, and hopefully we have compatibility with the R1, but we'll have those answers next week. Ripperino, that hurts. Yeah, the stripe monitors, I think the availability is decent, but I don't actually know. Like and like I don't think it's too far out, but I'm not positive. How the hell the rightmost minion? I mean, that could be really good. God, I want to get really greedy, but I can't do it. All right, so nope. Yes. I'll hold on to that baller, I guess. No, I won't. These guys will synergize well. I'm gonna up the tavern next level. Yeah, no, I'm familiar with the tribe. I know what options are there.
Good luck out there. I believe in you.
There's a tier 5, like you spend 7 gold, I think, and you upgrade the rightmost by like 7/7. That one's really good. There's obviously the battle cry one. And then there's the tier 6 one that consumes, and that's kind of what I'm going for. All of the above. Cool. Didn't take any damage. Nice. So I'm gonna consider that stabilized. Upgrade the tavern. And this is where it's like, okay, I kind of want that. I kind of want that. This is gonna be upgrade the farmost, rightmost battle cry, and we'll just go for some raw power here. Just gonna kind of get some macro. I want that. Who do I contact about getting RoboCop optimized for the ROG Xbox Ally X? I mean, interesting. I mean, that's on the developer to optimize their game for like handheld and stuff. So I guess the developer, there's nothing we can do. Xbox has actively been going around and getting games handheld optimized, which is partially why we have such a cool relationship, right? It's something that they're natively like, you know, Doom Eternal has basically optimized settings for the Xbox Ally X, right? Amazing. Okay. Let's see.
I found the best minions to fight by your side. You deserve better. Here, have a go. It may not be the most powerful minion on the field, but it's brave.
Nah, I should be able to stabilize here, I hope. We'll see. He could have some crazy battle cruiser that ruins my life, but we'll find out.
My full name is Tuxedo Magic, Crystal Man of Mystery. But you can call me Optimus Prime.
Why wasn't there a showcase for the new Azoth 96? I think that product's already out. I think that's why. I think it's already on shelf. Beautiful thing. I mean, don't mind if I do.
Go hire one of those minions to join our team. That one has a pure heart. I can tell. That is a noble minion on your side. Why, of course I can take that one. Here's a gold for it.
Okay. Hopefully we're not dead. This guy seems to have been getting slapped around a little bit himself, so let's hope that the Time Warp Behemoth comes in clutch. I sold my strongest minion because it didn't synergize with the board, hoping to be able to kind of get these guys golden, get them tripled, and go from there. Maybe a little bit too gold. It might cost me my life, but we'll find out because I'm definitely, 11 HP. I could be killed. Pandorian, that would be so sick. That would be so good. Yeah, I haven't checked out DLSS 4.5. Doesn't it have like 6x frame gen? That's so crazy, man. I mean, if the Nvidia app has the update, go for it.
Good luck out there. I believe in you.
I'm just gonna wait for whenever my Nvidia app says it's ready to roll. Then I'll scoop that update. This is beautiful. Perfection. 50 series 5. Yeah, I mean, that's not really surprising that they're limiting it to the newest. Do I get cocky? No, I can't do it. All right, beautiful.
Is there anything more beautiful than this minion's loyalty? There's some good new recruits here, so let them get away. Why, of course I can take that one. Here's a gold vote. The scourge will consume you. Magical things come in small packages.
Oh no. He doesn't get to consume something spicy. That was a mistake. Oh well. kind of dragging my feet on the tavern upgrades because I was worried about death and I wanted to stabilize. I feel stable, but I don't know. I definitely feel like I misplayed this game a little bit too. I just spent too much refreshing and getting weak upgrades essentially. This guy gained a decent amount of power, but none of my refreshes. I was kind of hoping for elementals on the refresh because it's really just elementals that are getting juicy. At least in terms of elementals that feed into this, and it hasn't worked out. Whereas like the tavern, the tier 6 minion works on anything. It's just based on refreshes, based on the strongest minion in the tavern. Doesn't have to be an elemental, will just kind of feed off that. So yeah, this was, I mean, I'm definitely not gonna win. I'm just gonna try to get top 4 at this point. Didn't play it very well. Got a little afraid because I lost a lot of HP early, and then I just started like being afraid to waste gold in tavern upgrades, but I'm pretty behind at this point. Okay.
You were great in that battle. Everyone starts somewhere. Is there anything more beautiful than this minion's loyalty? You deserve better. Here, have a go.
I always get this used to be an Anthem stream. I know, right? Rip Anthem. It's got a few days left, but I already uninstalled it. I said my farewells. Game had crazy potential, but a different timeline. I always get greedy with this guy because if you get a golden version of it, every elemental you play gets a permanent divine shield. But I feel like I always get stuck in these situations where I've got this one little poop weak one that's just kind of sitting there on my board, and I'm just waiting for his friend. Granted, I could have just like kept that in my hand or something that would have been better. But here we are. I'm excited to try out the new Nvidia update when that comes. Maybe I'll be able to do that for Friday this week or Thursday, because I'm going to be doing game streams Thursday and Friday. No Pulse this week, as CES launch week is just too crazy. Okay. Got top 3, so good enough for me to win. A win is a win. My lobby feels like it might be kind of wimpy.
That one has a pure heart. I can tell.
Again, I'm just like begging for. It's like too late to go for Nomi. Yeah, like I'll take that. This guy's juiced. He's gonna kill me.
Keep it coming.
Alrighty, we'll see. I've done what I can do.
Keep it up. Your minions are dependent on you.
So you're telling me there's hope. I like it.
I knew you could do it. Go hire one of those minions to join our team.
Give me an elemental. Give me a juicy elemental, game. Do it. Oh, that's tempting. The Air Revenant is tempting. But I need juice now. Oh, it's tragic. Like, I'll scoop you. Just to remove this. Refresh.
Fish are friends, not food.
But not great. Not a good turn. But that's okay. I'm content with top 3. I just got a new USB 3 hub, which may seem terribly uninteresting, but I'm going to mount this on the inside of my desk. My desk has a cavity in it where I can do cable management and set it up so I can wire everything through this. I don't know that it's going to accept all my cameras because they use too much data transfer, but I think I can wire everything else to it for just a cleaner setup as a whole. And then it'll allow me to easily connect things like these flight simulation sticks for some future upcoming. We're going to do some Star Citizen streams, I think. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Mix it up, something different. I'm dead. GG. GG. Third place, not bad. We got time for one more game. But I recently launched Star Citizen for the first time in a few years. Like it had been, I don't know, I think 3 years since I last played. And, you know, I've actually changed PCs twice. So this PC and the PC before this, I never launched Star Citizen on them. Which means I never played Star Citizen after having a 3080. So I went from 3080 to 4090 to 5090 BTF. And when I last played Star Citizen, it was tough to get 60 FPS. It was hard to get 60 FPS. I was getting like 4K 90, and it felt really, really good. So I'm pretty excited for that. The game definitely has more content than I last played too, so that'll be cool. But yeah, it's not something I don't just play mouse keyboard. I'm gonna have to set up a whole flight sim setup, so that'll be cool. All about the CPU as well. I actually, the X3D CPUs are something that excel greatly for that game. So true. My 9800 X3D is much better than the, I don't even remember the i9 I was on before that. It's much better than that for sure.
Magical things come in small packages.
I am not out of my element.
You looked, I mean, you did amazing out there.
Completely digital graphics cards.
I am not.
Let us hope not. That sounds terrible, because that implies you don't own the graphics card anymore and everything's game streaming. That's the world I don't want, guys. That's the world I don't want. I want ownership of my hardware.
It's dangerous out there, but I know you can handle it. Everyone starts somewhere.
Let's do it. Let's force pirates.
Safe for you.
Don't say that, Phoenix.
I will always adapt.
I found the best minions to fight by your side. Everyone starts somewhere.
He already upgraded to Tavern Tier 3. We should win this combat at least. Play a little bit more patient, just kind of going standard tempo with the tavern, trying to buy as many cards as I can. So if I can get any, coins or whatever, just trying to complete this quest, because 16 cards is a lot. No, Pirate can have crazy APM in some patches. I'm trying to think about this patch. I haven't played much Pirates this patch. I don't think they're as APM heavy right now. The last patch, there were like these contracts or bounties. I forget what they call them. There's this mechanic Pirates had, and it was really fun. But it was very, very tempo, very fast APM. Like, I wouldn't even try playing it on mobile because it just would be too slow.
Thanks. This place needed a makeover.
Man, with any luck, before this month is out, I could have my hands on multiple new pieces of hardware. Some things might take longer, like the R1 glasses. That's one thing where I don't have a timeline on. I don't really know when to expect that. The Duo, I don't know when to expect that. Might take a little bit longer for some of these things, but nice. Ooh.
Till next time.
Your cards don't lie.
Everyone starts somewhere.
The great work is completed.
7 more cards to purchase before I get buy insect, which harmonizes with the Time Warp Pagel. Partially why I went for it, just because like you need to be able to increase this guy's stats to kind of guarantee the value. You know, if he kills and I get a golden, that's pretty great. You know, but it is kind of it can be completely useless, right? Snowballing, giving him 3 more HP, helpful. And then we're hoping to buff him further through just, you know, the buy insect as well. So I have put a Kithara on my head, but it was like in a meeting room where a bunch of people pass it around, feel it, hold it, put it on your head. I didn't really have time for like a tech demo with it, with sound quality and so on. But I'm very hyped to get one here and really test it out. I'm like a low level audiophile. Like I really like high quality audio. I'm really sensitive to bad audio. But I'm not as acutely tuned as like some proper audiophiles, I guess. There we go. That's my golden, my triple. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, they're going to be reasonably priced as well, which is really good. I think that's going to just be an amazing product for a lot of people. Okay, so again, I just need to be looking at making multiple purchases. However I can ramp things the most is ideal.
That one has a pure heart. I can tell.
3 more cards. Okay, so next turn, finish that. Try to get this guy a taunt. Cool. What about the ROG Azoth X? Oh yeah. Is that the one you have? Oh, we have a bunch of different Azoths. Azoth X is my favorite.
Eat my
I have this dilemma where like I really just want to go to tier 5, but I need to buy 3 cards this turn. So I got the extra 2 gold.
You were great in that battle.
1 card. 2 card. 3 card.
Where's the loot?
We're gonna taunt. Upgrade. Cover tier 5 minion. And that's that. All right, I'm in a decent position here. Little worried he's not gonna get a kill, but I also want him to get the 8/8. So it's like, ugh. I'm definitely upgrading my tavern next turn though, no matter what.
Keep it up. Your minions are dependent on you.
Nice. Would have liked him to die, but that's okay. I get the full 15 damage on him.
Your strength will shine throughout the ages.
I actually like this card a lot.
Infinite possibilities. A curious outcome.
The shop is growing stronger with you.
All will dance to my song.
Wasn't what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Transform a minion, or choose a minion from all minions in the tavern to match that type. Okay. Never actually used this, but that's pretty good. Yeah, they keep the same star level, but that's still pretty good, right? So we can actually golden him. And one of the, 2 time warp options was to make a minion golden. It's like, well, no, I'm playing pirates. I have other ways to do that. I don't think I'm going to try to do something that's spell heavy, so I'm going to get rid of him. Not going to get him, but I'll purchase him for the raw gold value. Cycling in some damage. He's going to ramp both in damage and health. Obviously, the 8/8 is going to help here. If I get the golden, that's a 6-star, so we'll do something with that. Keep him for a few rounds and then get rid of him, just because the death rattle, like, its max gold goes up, right? So like I don't really need 20 gold. Probably only keep this card for a few rounds too.
This is a great look for you.
Nice. Oh my gosh. I think this guy might have gotten a little too greedy though. I think he's dead. Bye bye. Like your build did not come online. Try again later. See ya. Okay. Let's see. Nothing exciting there. We do want to.
Why is it so dark out there?
Gonna need a bigger.
The odds are in my favor.
Magical things come in small packages. Everyone starts somewhere.
A melody of love.
I like it. Four level or less. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. With this card, it is 4 levels or tavern tier or lower. But with a bunch of cards like this, it's still worthwhile. Mainly this, since it's one of the time warped cards. Right, being able to upgrade that, because normally you can't even upgrade that without that kind of card, and that's pretty cool. And you know, I'm not even gonna worry about upgrading her. I'll let that happen naturally at this point. That card's not even super high on my to-do list.
I know you can win this
I
thing.
probably will just get the gunpowder upgraded. This guy's playing like the same deck as the other guy. Just worse.
My victories keep snowballing. You're my angel investor.
Always trust a trust. Always trust a trust.
A melody of love.
Not terribly exciting, but also not terrible.
Fire the cannons.
So basically, we have this situation where these guys are going to buff everything, which is cool. But golden ones are going to get 2/2 instead of that. So I'm at a point where I want to invest in making him golden. So that combo right there. And then just generally buying pirates to feed into everything else. The question that I have at this point is, what am I going to delete? What am I going to get rid of? How am I going to afford to do this? Luckily, I'm going to have probably 14 gold because this guy's pretty much guaranteed to die. I actually don't want him on the right. because I'm probably going to end up getting rid of him, and I want to try to consume, if I can get that spell that allows you to consume a card, either her or him, just because I do want to pivot into other things. That's going to be a bunch of damage to my whole board. Yeah, those guys die. That's okay. Okay, so I lose this round. Not a big deal overall. To my knowledge, we've announced everything from ROG. I don't know if that's true for Asus as a whole. There may be some other things I'm not aware about. Does this say make a friendly? It does say friendly. So let's see. Nope. Nope. I was hoping to get a triple there. That would have been amazing. I just think I have to cut my losses and get rid of that guy. Make him golden as fast as possible. Then it's again a lot of like when you buy a pirate, so it's specific to pirates. Buy a few, but I'm not going to overcommit. I wanted that card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure.
You didn't make the cut.
Rape shots and arrows don't lie. A melody of love.
Win or lose this round, we'll do the giveaway after this match is done. Down to 3 players, so we shall see.
Keep it up. Your opinions are dependent on you.
Yeah, that sucks. I guess that's GG. Cool. Okay. Random nonsensical keyword for the giveaway. We're giving away a $20 wallet voucher to gamesplanet.com. Hypa is the keyword. Type Hypa, all caps with an exclamation mark, in chat one time on one platform to enter the giveaway. If you enter on multiple platforms, you're disqualified and banned. We have no tolerance for that. And yeah, chill Hearthstone stream. Let's talk a little bit about CES. Thursday stream up in the air. Like I said, I'm like slowly getting my setup ready for some Star Citizen. So we might be doing some desktop Star Citizen. We might play Diablo and the Ally. We might do a lot of things. I don't know. Today I just chose Hearthstone as it's an easy game to like make sure I'm not missing anything in chat and just kind of chill and play without too much thought. Kenneth D32374, congrats. You've won a $20 voucher to gamesplanet.com. To claim this voucher, you must provide your Discord ID in chat, as well as make sure you're in the ROG Discord server so that we can actually send you a whisper next Wednesday when we distribute our prizes. So please type your Discord ID in Twitch chat. As I teased, I have this Kojima Production Z13 that I probably wasn't supposed to unbox, but okay, D3PO, love it, love it. We got you logged in our winner sheet, and we'll send you a whisper next week. Again, just make sure you're in the RG Discord server. So, yeah, we'll have a couple more gaming streams later this week. Next week, we are going to have that Q&A stream with some gaming streams per usual. And then yeah, the tail end of this month, we're hoping to show off the new Cathara headset and potentially the KGP Z13, and we might be getting the new ROG Corsair gaming chair. Which is more of like less of a gaming chair, more of an office chair, which I think a lot of people prefer. I'm actually excited for it. I think we're going to be getting one of those in the near future. And then in February, there will be a break. I'm going to Hawaii for a week in February, so that's going to be a little bit different. We have ways of tracking to see if you're multi-accounting, so don't you worry about that. But cool, guys. Well, that's it for today. GG's, everyone, and we'll see you later. Oh, that's the top-down camera. Look at that. Look at that finger. Oh, yeah. Push that key.